Hey guys, long time no see. I am back with another video here. It's been a long time since I've uploaded, but this is going to be a video about Vertigo tactics, and it's going to come from the Astralis vs Liquid match at Blast Pro Series. And what you'll notice at the top here is that this is a something different. This is not necessarily Counter-Strike, but this is Skybox, a demo viewer for Counter-Strike. It's a really awesome program, and I'm going to be using it in this video. So let's just get started here. So this first thing I want to show is a very simple A exec that a lot of teams like to run. Both Liquid and Astralis do this, and it's just two sets of smokes, so let's just get into it. So the first smoke you'll see here is from Glaive, and the second smoke here is from Device, and these are basically going to act as two cross smokes. They're both going to land right about here, and it's going to cut off the A site from the rest of the CTs that might be retaking or in this area. So Glaive, he's going to throw this smoke as a jump throw. Device is going to throw the other cross smoke. And then what you'll notice here is that when Glaive starts to run up, he's always constantly throwing flashes towards the right side to clear it out. The rest of his teammates are going to be working up towards the ramp here, while Glaive, to clear things out, he's constantly throwing these flashes on the right. He gets those flashes off, and you'll see Magist, he's actually coming from long A as well. And this is a really good way to get the bomb plant at A. Basically, it cuts off the CTs from entering the site, and even if they want to make a play, it's a very difficult position that they'd find themselves in. So to throw these smokes, the one that Glaive throws, you get into the corner of the sandbag here. And then what you want to do is you want to line it up with this corner right about here. And the trick is to make sure that you want to try to put your crosshair more towards the right side, because you want to make sure it hits off this post here. And there's the smoke. And all these smokes will be in the description as well. So that's the first one. And the second one here, this one has a lot of leeway with it. It doesn't have to be too exact, but basically you get along this ramp here, along this part here. And how I like to do is I like to think of two lines like this. You put your crosshair towards the middle part of this line here, and then it should land most times, or almost every time rather. Very simple smoke, and just with those two smokes alone, you should be able to isolate the A site and be able to get an easy bomb plant. So the second tactic I'm going to be looking at is a exec towards B. So Nitro's going to be lining up a smoke here, and Elite is going to be going towards the corner to line up a smoke. And how this tactic is going to work is there's going to be two smokes that land right about here. Same idea as the A site one, where there's basically a wall to cut off the CTs from the site. So they're both going to get towards these lineups. Nitro and Legion are going to throw the smokes, and they're all going to start running up towards the ramp. And the idea is that when they throw this smoke wall here, the rest of the terrace, they're going to be making their way towards this side of the site. They want to be clearing everything towards this side. And if they have Molotovs and stuff like that, they're going to be throwing it here. If they have flashes, they're going to be throwing it towards this left side, so it's going to be more towards us on this screen. When Molotovs come through, they all start pathing towards the left side of the site. And what they can do is that they miss a Molotov here, but generally, if they can have a Molotov that lands back here to really create the full seal from the site, so Zipnix doesn't even get that kill. But all in all, this is a really good tactic to use to just, with two smokes, just have a very simple exec onto the site and at least get a bomb plant at the minimum. And to line up these smokes, I'm going to show Allegius. So this one, you get into the corner here, you crouch, and then there's going to be this little notch here, and you want to just from that notch, you want to just go straight up and in between these two lines here. And it's just a simple throw. And you know you do it right if you have it bounce off this back pillar as well. So that's the first smoke. The second one, you want to line yourself up with this here. So just straight up like that. And then this one's a little bit harder to see maybe in this video, but what you're going to see is that he lines it up with, you're going to see two bricks. You're going to see a brick here, and then you're going to see a brick here. And then from this shadow point here, you want to line yourself up where you see a brick here, and you're going to see two lines like this. You want it to be in the center of this line here. So you're going to see a brick like this, and you're going to see two lines like this. You want to line up in the center right there. And it's going to be a jump throw. And you know you do it right if you have it bounce off the top of this beam and have it drop in like this. So next tactic I'm going to show is this is a deep smoke for B if you're going to be playing a 3A setup and you have one player towards B, one player towards mid. Now if he's going to throw a really deep smoke from CT spawn, it's going to land towards B main. And then Twist is going to throw an extra Molotov towards the bottom of the stairs. And what this does is it basically acts as a way to block off the bomb site, because as you see, the rest of Liquid, they're actually going to be grouping up towards the A site. They have 3 of them there. They only have 1 solo B, 1 solo mid. So these nades are designed to basically deter Astralis from wanting to push through all the utility. And even if they decide to push, Twisty is going to be in a pretty good spot with the utility to hold them off. So it's a great way to play a 3A setup, 1 towards mid, 1 towards B. So to line up the smoke, you go into the corner, and how you should think of it is there's this sign here where it has this particular stud, and you want to line it up basically along that stud and a little bit on this beam here. So right about there. It's a jump throw, so after you throw the smoke, you know you do it right if you have it bounce off the beam. And it's going to drop in towards B main. So next part here, you'll see that Nitro, he's going to be lining up a smoke where what it's going to do is it's actually going to land in the bottom of the ramp here. And it's going to allow Stewie to kind of peek with it. So you see what I mean here? Nitro going to throw the smoke. Stewie's waiting for the smoke to pop. And it's a really good way to defend against any rushes that come up from the ramp directly, as they're going to be running through a smoke. And this smoke, what it allows Stewie to do sometimes is, if sometimes the smoke will produce a bit of a one-way on the right side, and you'll be able to see if terrorists cross over. So sometimes the smoke blooms that way where it'll allow you to do that. After Nitro throws the smoke, he's just going to watch long A like this while Stewie's got towards the bottom of the ramp. And to throw that smoke, you basically go right here into the corner, and then you want to line yourself up kind of like this, where you see that there's this concrete pad essentially. You want to put your crosshair right in the middle of that, and then just do a jump throw. And you'll know you do it right if you have it bounce off the post in the back. And like I said, you can kind of one way towards the right, depending on how the smoke blooms, and get that early information. So right here, this is a perfect smoke to throw in a defense if players are coming up towards the ramp. So right here, what you see with Zipnix, with the smoke, it actually lands a little bit higher, so you can kind of see the feet of people as they come up towards the ramp. This just lands some easy kills. This is a perfect example of it. He's able to get 3 kills with this one smoke. And this is something I highly recommend. What Astralis does, they throw the smoke whenever they feel like the hit is going to be coming towards this bomb site. So to throw the smoke, you basically go into this corner here. And then what you want to do is, you're going to see this little cylinder part here on the crane. What you want to do is, there's a little black tip at the very top. You want to put your crosshair right on that black tip. So it would be right about there. And once you get it there, you just simply release. And like I said, you want it to pop on top of the pad so that there's a bit of a gap that you can see. And you'll notice from the terrorist perspective, as they start running up, it is very difficult to be able to see you if you're playing behind this box, right? Because their view is going to be obstructed. But for you playing at this default box, you're going to see their feet and their basically their stomach as they run up towards the ramp. So it's a really good one way to use whenever the team is hitting towards the A bomb site. So this is the last one I have here. Naf, he's going to be throwing a smoke that's going to land basically at A halls. So what this allows Liquid to do is they're allowed to run up towards the ramp and not have to worry about this right side here. And I'm aware here that Skybox hasn't updated the map just yet, but you can bear with me and still understand. So what it allows Liquid to do is it allows them to challenge the ramp without having to worry about the long A halls peak. You see that Stewie, only now he's worrying about it in the event that the player decides to run through the smoke and push out. And this, gives them a little bit of space to take ramp, and the leech can throw his Molotov towards sandbag. And it's just really early control that they can have towards ramp. It's going to basically push the CTs back towards the site area here. You don't want them to necessarily have this area here because it becomes a lot harder to retake. So with the smoke, they're able to achieve that. To throw the smoke, you basically go into the corner here. And then how I'd like to think of it is that there's this little box here on this crane, and then you just basically put it in the middle. There's a little gap there as well, and you just do a jump throw. The smoke takes a little bit of time to land, but it's a very effective way to basically isolate this player who might be playing halls on the CT side. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I know I've had a really long break in between videos, but I'm going to be coming back If you have any ideas of what I should make, please let me know in the comments. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.